the Star Citizen. I, however, do not want to have to constantly eat and drink, or have to eat and drink really at all to keep me alive or to keep me optimal. I like the idea of having mess halls and stuff, and you needing to have.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Wizardein again, and I'm just logging on to say what's up. Haven't been on for a while, but going to be streaming for about maybe 10 to 15 minutes here, and then we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm watching her Star Citizen. Board doing a live stream, so he's pretty cool.
I'm planning to go to CitizenCon. I am a carer for my brother. My brother wasn't in my car crash the other day as well. It's affected his care. So I'll have to wait and see. I am planning to go though. I want to go to CitizenCon. I want to go to Gamescom. Oh, so I love this game. So I love the community. I love the idea of the project. I actually wish lots more AAA games were made like this. But we'll have to wait and see exactly how Star Citizen finishes its first release, first proper release. I think that we get too many crappy games like Call of Duty that's not related to anymore. I love Call of Duty 1 and 2. I just didn't like any of the others. I love the idea of a economy-based game. I love space games. I love the fact that there's lots of different skills going on here. Points of view, people that are going to be doing stuff in economies, people that are going to be marines, people that are going to be dogfighters. I love that co-op and coming together. I also like that done slightly competitively. Chrome is out of date. Reinstall Chrome. There's millions of reasons why I love Star Citizen, but the community's up there, and the community's probably why I make content and stuff. And will for probably its lifetime. Obviously, I'm going to be sensible about when my my channel evolves to. It might stay 90%, 99% Star Citizen all the time. I do like doing VR stuff. And I do like playing other stuff in my streams too. I mean, I think you should be able to eat and drink in game. I just don't think it should affect you much. I know my bro is pretty much fine. Like, he was very lucky. He was just a bit battered and bruised. No, I'm not really sure what they're doing with the 600. I think the only modules were going to be the Explorer module and the Touring module, in the at least the short to medium term. You'll probably better buy them in game. They're probably, because they're item system 2.0ing everything, you'll probably see at some point they go, we've got all these modules again on sale because they're now available in game. So you might start to see that happen next year. I don't mind them having, if your character has been up for like 24 hours or something, that reduces your stamina and you need to log on. I think potentially that's realistic-ish. And it prevents people from being mad, like playing one solid. It's probably best I log off. You'll still get people that log on with another character or something, but I wouldn't mind that too much. We'll have to see. Like, I'm always interested in exploring game mechanics, as long as they don't effectively get the time the game's going to take out to get out. I'm always okay with like tweaks and stuff on mechanics. But, with the understanding that they might be entirely the wrong route. Might be great, might be shit. I do think other games will look to do similar stuff to CIG in the future, and if CIG Star Citizen is super successful, which I hope it is, and I expect it to be, I think a good few games will be made similarly. He's good, thank you very much. I appreciate all the love for my brother as well. Thank you. It's one of the reasons I do YouTube, is one of the reasons I started it's because I was it's carer, and it's a job that fits in very well with what I do. I do suffer from anxiety. I do suffer from quite severe bipolar depression, and
I do too, man.
I need stuff that anchors me down, but stuff that I can do at my own pace. YouTube streaming, absolutely great for that. Content creation, absolutely great for that. Community management, absolutely great for that. Caring for my brother, awesome. Feels like I'm actually doing something that's useful. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's you guys that have allowed me to do this 100%. Yeah, so we've got the quad screen stuff that's synced up now properly and a lot better, so we can have all of our different views, whatever game we're playing. So even VR, we can have Fridge Crew done split screen full way. I appreciate that some people are very much enjoying those sessions. I very much like Fridge Crew. It's great. I'm most excited about just exploring on planets and on the moons. It's going for just a run and look around because you do that for hours. NPC's going to use the same beds we need for them to safely. I believe so, actually. I believe they would. Don't 100% know if you've got an NPC still running around your ship. They all have to be able to potentially sleep before your ship is logged out safely. If you're defending yourself against someone that's already illegal, or that's attacked you, you shouldn't get a wanted level. If they goad you into taking the first shot, potentially, you would be a criminal. But we'll have to wait and see. There will be edge cases, obviously, and CIG obviously don't want that to happen, where they don't want players to be able to be dicks to each other or exploit stuff like that. So you could have voting systems and stuff in game anyway with your orcs. So you can set your orc up however you want, Derek. And in fact, my orc, no matter black, I'm running with a load of my mates. Some people that got me into Star Citizen, and I'll get some other viewers and stuff, and people desperately want to be in it. We are running it slightly role playing, and we're going to have it vote forum style on all changes to the orc. Mine will be fitting in 3.1. No, I actually think that the grey market trading, it being okay to do and it being in one place-ish, is better for regulation for Star Citizen. And when they start selling UEC properly, the actual
wow,
game,
I
think we will
they put his stuff on the front page. That is crazy.
Regulation to the grey market, effectively be top and bottom prices for stuff. I think it might be a great solution to the gold miner problem. So we'll have to wait and see, because you're going to be able to buy UEC, whatever, from somewhere. Someone will sell it. Some website, some Chinese gold farm will sell it. The CIG have gone for the route that they'll monetize it in the same way that E monetized X or whatever. But the difference is that the Star Citizen isn't subscribed. Try to play. And that's one of the other things that excites me about the Star Citizen project, is it's all pioneering for me again. Like, this is pioneering game. Thank you very much, Yurik, very much appreciated. I appreciate your patronage. But yeah, if you like it, then push for it. As long as it's done in the right way, it might be okay. Like, it's very much Star Citizen. You're allowed to have a totally different opinion from me. I hope that some people do, and I hope that we get a reasonable accord of what game mechanics get. So like them balanced or tweaked or whatever, so that everyone's partly happy, or at least we have a better game for it. Will there be very story-driven missions? Yes, will. There'll be in-park like ride missions that are really high quality as well, like really, really well done. Lots of interaction with NPCs and stuff, as well as ones that are more sort of like the Cobalt X mission that one. You still own your Retaliator? I don't think I do. I like both YouTube and Twitch. I think I prefer YouTube overall as a platform, just because it's what I know better. And I do think streaming is very hard. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate all the love.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Much
Don't
love,
know.
man. How you
Don't
doing
know.
tonight?
Explore the economy aspects of the game, probably grind mining or something. I'm quite... I'll be very UEC focused. Thank you very much, Copal. Appreciate it. It's just something you do, isn't it? They've got a modular mission system. The idea is that every time you play a similar-ish mission, it will be different every time. They'll be in different places, there'll be different middle bits, there'll be different outcomes, you might get attacked on the route, that sort of stuff. So quests and missions will be quite diverse, and they'll get more and more diverse as they build more onto them. In 3.0, that's when it will start. You should get the hangers that you come with your ships. You'll be able to choose where they are as well eventually. You go, put mine in this system. I do not expect romance options in the game. I'll have to wait.
Romance options.
Because,
That would be pretty cool if they did
everyone's
like romance
effectively
options.
have the same backstory if you can have romance.
Like
options.
if you had, like if you guys ever play like
Squadron Force
SWG
2.
or Star Wars Galaxy, you were able to get married in the game, so that would definitely be pretty cool for Star Citizen,
They pull back to role playing shit, don't they?
especially for role playing, like Board is saying here. Yeah, I think it would be awesome.
Yeah, so NPCs are going to be having their own schedules, their own 24-hour life cycles. Some of them will become nemesises, so if they think a pirate isn't killed or kills a load of people, and he will level up as a pirate, the NPC pirate. You might get like a pirate base, and might be news broadcasts and stuff like that in the system. That's all going to be handled by the God AI and the dynamic mission system and all that sort of jazz. So I'm interested to see how that all gets fleshed out and actually what it looks like when it's in our hands as well. Right, Mike? Right, I am going to put on... If the 3.0 donates, it drops before CitizenCon, I will donate $100 to Board Gamer. Good man. Here's hoping the 3.0
Wow,
drops.
come on now, that is awesome. If it starts,
I will not
Citizen
hold you to
drops.
that, but thank you. Right, I'm going to go to the toilet real quick, but I'm going to put on ATV overall, and we'll talk about some of the burn down. What is that like volume-wise? Let's wait for someone to talk.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Around.
What's that like volume-wise? Do I think we'll get our hangers in the persistent universe? Oh, that's a good question. I don't actually know. Probably not for a while because they need to build up the systems first. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate it. Where's the scarf? I do not know. Jay Lee stole it, mate. I'm planning to go to CitizenCon, yes. It's just a quick one, curveball.
Around the Verse, our weekly look at Star Citizen's ongoing development. I'm Sandy Gardner.
And I'm Jeremiah Lee.
Nice to have you here
Oh,
today.
yeah,
On
it's great.
today's episode, we investigate the new stamina system gameplay and learn how various actions will be affecting your avatar in-game.
But before we dive in, let's focus on the most important action happening around the offices, Alpha 3.0.
That means it's time to check in with Eric Chiron Davis and the rest of the team for this week's Burn Down.
Burn down.
Burn Down!
Oh,
Welcome
snap.
back to Burn Down, our weekly show dedicated to reviewing progress on issues blocking the release of Star Citizen Alpha 3.0. Last week, we ended at 94 total must-fix issues, which was prioritized as 9 blockers, 62 criticals, 21 highs, 2 moderates, and no trivials. So let's check in with the team to see how we're progressing.
So main things about 3.0 at the moment, as we're drilling down more on the PTUs / Evocati must fix issues, Todd and I and Paul as well. got some more triaging that we're still doing. We're aiming to get through at least the criticals before we're definitely signed off on going, yeah, these are the must fix issues. But in the meantime, I'm aiming to send out an email to the team about the must fix issues we currently have. Those are the ones we want to start working on in order to push forward for Eva Carty. So focus on those.
The thing about game development is that with bug fixing and particularly drilling down on the must fix issues that we now have, is that like most things in life, you can have good days and you can have bad days with stuff.
Right.
Developers can have a really good day where they just pull at a thread of a bug, you know, something they've been working on for a little while, and all of a sudden they kind of have that eureka moment, they pull on it, and then everything else just unravels and it allows them to fix the next few bugs.
So basically, last week, or the week before last week at Gamescom, they got billions of bugs. They discovered loads more bugs, didn't get as many fixed as they wanted to, because they loaded them at Gamescom as well.
I want more interior
And it
stuff.
looked like the chart
in
basically
here.
was going backwards, and we had like 96 must-fix issues. Like, oh my god. I think that's down quite significantly now. But sometimes they find an issue, find a bug, they fix it, and it unveils a load more bugs. A big stack of bugs. Conversely, they can fix a bug, and then it leads to fixes to loads more bugs. So the schedule every day goes up and down with the bugs needing fixing, but hopefully we'll start to see 20-25 bugs fixed a week. That's my expected prediction targets.
Stacked up behind that. On the flip side of things, you can potentially have a really bad day where a feature's got a little bit further. Developers have put some more fixes in, given it to QA over to testing, and QA goes in, starts testing it, and they can go, well, that doesn't work. There's an issue here, there's one there, there's one there. Or you can get a particular issue, again with a feature or anything really, in that you can come up against one issue and then extrapolate that out, and QA will just go down the rabbit hole essentially and go, right, well, if this doesn't work, well, how about...
Gonna see, that's a great idea. Just like a little notebook, little post-it notebook in your mobiGlas. I think it's a great idea.
If I do it like this, and what happens if I do this, and what happens there and there and there, and you can end up from that one just initial find, you can end up with another 6 or 7 bugs.
We noticed that there are these occasional
I am totally into the non-combat roles in Star Citizen, and I do combat. I'll be a relatively good dogfighter, hopefully. I'll put the time and effort in. And I love the idea of boarding, capital ship battles, and massive fleet battles, but I'm very economy and industry driven.
black flashes.
Yeah, I am too.
in
Definitely.
Grand Barter. So like as we were going around,
Can't
we
wait to
kind of,
start trading.
So
That'd
with
be
this
awesome.
bug, basically what happens is that the lighting source is causing issues where it's doing something with negative numbers, and they just need to change it's a fog lighting issue. Change the vector of the lights. It fixes the problem. Bam! That's the sort of bugs they have to deal with. This guy.
We have one of our NPCs.
This guy
here
stretches.
Who I just got some new animations from Dave over there, which should hopefully fix this stretching to talk issue.
See, that's a cray
preventing
issue.
us from being able to.
So he's supposed
Wow, that is
to go
nuts.
towards a person, probably, and look at them and interact with them. So he was expanding his legs to do that.
Test it properly or use it properly.
For 3.0, we're reworking.
Oh,
turrets
50
for
Cent
all
in the
ships.
club. That was a good song.
Not only the ships, but also you might have seen it in the rover as well. So with the turrets, we've added the ability to
And leave it in.
Leave
So
it in.
they're also working very much so on improved turret gameplay. It's going to be great. People are going to absolutely love that. I'm very much looking forward to that. There was a bug.
Moons. It happened in.
Oh, there was a. Okay, this is actually quite a good bug.
to use the turret seat, or for the ship, we just want you to use the turret.
We got this Jira ticket for a bug that you were randomly dying within visiting our outposts on one of our moons. It happened in all of them, so we had to open up the editor, as you can see here, and find out what the issue was. And if you look here, you see that we have these blue boxes. I made them a bit higher than the outpost for this example, but this is the atmosphere that, or well, this is the box that contains our room system, which contains atmosphere and actually air, so you can breathe within our locations. But as you can see, there's a gap between two of them, or between all of them. Well, it should look like this. Because when they're not touching, that means the air actually is
goes nowhere.
So basically what's happening in these modular building sets were placing the internal building blocks there, but they weren't connecting them, so the air would just leak out. And in between these places in the doorways, there is none. There is no air at all.
Which makes it like disappear.
Suffocation matrix, yes.
So you would randomly die at different times because you wouldn't know when the air actually runs out. And that was the bug report we got. So we just found out.
This is really important as well, though, because now they can fix it, and they can cookie cutter so it's exactly the right shape. That's going to be updated for the whole modular building system.
And you know what, guys? And this is the reason why, like, I believe that, with all the bugs and stuff that they're going through right now, I mean, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer, but I would rather have the game, fixed than play in a buggy environment. Now, I mean, for me, I do like to, get into like the I would like to get into the Evocati and help out with the bug issues and stuff like that. But to release a game, that's really bugging an amount of bugs that they have set from before, I'd rather have them fix it than to release it. So, but yeah, it's a good thing that they're going through all this and showing you, why that it's, the game's being delayed. So it's pretty interesting.
That's great. That's a great thing that they found out now that they'll be having in mind and will be effectively fixed for all future buildings.
Like, okay, they're not connected. We need to fix this issue. Our first solution was actually just to make all the rooms bigger, to make sure they touched each other, as you can see in this example here. But we soon realized, straight away realized that also means you can breathe outside.
Oh snap! I've never seen a music video of this.
Even though it's outside,
Crazy in Love.
Heard
the song, but I didn't know she had that look.
Also shouldn't happen because you're.
Wait, that's not Beyonce. It says Beyonce "Crazy in Love" at the bottom. Or is it? Dang, she look different if that's her. She look like kind of like Sierra right now. No, that's Beyonce.
Provides, and actually,
the buildings should have been fixed in the first place. Well, you want them to come out fully fixed, so they just go, "Oh, it's started, they're done." No. It takes an iterative process. I just expect everything to be immediately done.
Make these shapes fit so they go out an extra bit where the door comes, so the rooms still touch each other, but they don't reach outside, so you can actually not.
Yeah, so it's interesting for 3.0. I'm not sure where we're going to be able to refill our oxygen tanks, or if we have to buy oxygen tanks and stuff. I know all the suits are going to have the same kind of like same oxygen tanks and the same amount of capacity in 3.0, but after that, we'll start to see a bit more of a variance. I'm interested to know if oxygen's going to be expensive. No, so when you log out, as long as you're not combat logging, I believe you'll log out with your ship, Greendra. In 3.0 anyway.
Stand on the outside, also being able to breathe.
At the time of filming this, we've reduced our total must-fix issues by 18, which brings us to 76 issues stopping this first release. At the same time, we've checked in a total of 773 new updates to the 3.0 branch. And now this week we've also made some more important decisions on what we'd like our first round of non-CIG testers to help us evaluate, as well as provide feedback on and keep polishing and fixing. We're really going through this release with a fine-tooth comb, making sure all of the new tech and features work harmoniously together. So while we're all passionately working to knock out the mountain of blockers, as Matt said, uncovering one thread may unravel and reveal a whole myriad of issues that we always hope will knock out more than one big issue at a time. But putting my personal dreams aside, as we're completing and polishing features, those numbers are going to change, and sometimes dramatically, sometimes higher, sometimes lower. So come back next week to see how we're doing here on Burndown.
It's a lot of bugs, man.
So I believe those outposts will generate oxygen when they're sealed properly. I think they do. I'm assuming they do.
For a more detailed look at what bugs we've been smashing, be sure to check out our 3.0 production schedule report, which we update every week on our website.
Now it's time to talk stamina. The dev team has worked hard to build a robust stamina system that takes numerous factors into consideration to provide a more realistic experience.
We might have better frame rates and performances in 3.0. We'll definitely have them. by the end of 3.2.
Example, if you sprint into combat, you'll discover that your aim will suffer due to the deep breaths being drawn by the character.
Or worse.
Do people want to talk and watch the stamina and active status system, or ASS for short? Or do they want to talk about just more questions in general? What do you want? Should be cheapo, but compressed oxygen in tanks might be... You're paying for, you know, the ease of access to that oxygen, maybe. I don't know. It's abundant, but you have to get up to the space stations and that sort of stuff. I really like the caterpillar. Soundgarden, thank you very much. Love your face. Thanks for subbing.
Wow.
Can you imagine an org that gives O2 allotments depending on members' productivity? That would be Dr. Who-ish. Something said by a Frankfurt team recently.
I guess he's reading stuff here.
Oxygen will refill automatically in adequate atmosphere. Okay, that makes sense. No worries, Scott. People want to watch the stamina and active status system, or do you want to just talk about questions and talk about some other news? We don't need to watch the actual ATV to talk about the active status system stuff, I suppose. Stamina in game. Stamina in game is going to affect your aim and that sort of stuff. Basically, based on your actions, if you're running around, you're going to be draining stamina. And breathing gives you
He takes a deep breath.
You need a supply of oxygen
Right.
to do that. Breathing in and out will adjust your aim. There's going to be various
That's
things
pretty
that
realistic, man. I like
stamina,
that.
Running,
Where you can
jumping,
breathe and
vaulting,
do all that stuff.
all that sort of stuff.
You actually hear it in your helmet too. So it's really cool.
But there's also going to be various other things that the actor status system looks at. So it's not just stamina and breathing, and you can, like, if you don't have enough oxygen, eventually you'll start to suffocate and you will die. But it's going to look at debuffs and buffs, so bleeding, environmental effects, poisoning, that sort of jazz is all going to be potentially in there as well. People have talked about light survival mechanics as well, eating and drinking. If you don't eat and drink for a long time, you'll get a debuff. If you eat and drink, you might get a little buff. But it's pretty much that. And you've got G-forces as well, which are taken into consideration, effectively as debuffs, I suppose. Where you'll now as well, your player will go do the hick test thing.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
So that he doesn't, pass out. But they still will pass out. What else have they done? They've calculated G-forces really well now, so that stuff inherits the parent objects, parent chips or speeds and stuff like that as well. So they're doing stuff with cargo, so that the cargo system, cargo that's not taped down, will fly around all over the place. I'll give you a facelift curveball, no worries. I'll get you back. The schedule reports come out on Friday. The last one was on Friday, and it did come out. Yeah, 8th of September. I'm looking forward to the medical mechanics. Yes, there'll be different gravity planets. Some are higher gravity than Earth, some lower. I like the idea that gravity is obviously going to affect the way you move and the way your stamina drains. Stamina mechanics are going to make Star Marine very different. You're going to have to make tactical decisions, strategic decisions. Your loadouts are going to affect the way you run and move. Running out of stamina entirely, I think, actually makes you pass out. But don't have enough stamina to do like a jump or whatever, or to run, then you're not going to be able to get away. You're not going to be able to do what you need to do. You'll generally move slower in heavy armor and stuff like that, and that's really important for Star Marine because at the moment.
Oh man, I can't wait for this game to come out, guys. 3.0, man, it's going to be freaking amazing.
I don't know if elevation will affect oxygen.
What movies?
Stamina.
Oh,
That's a good point.
Alicia
I think
Keys.
environmental effects will affect it, and potentially at high elevation it will be cold. They could potentially just put a box in which is higher elevation, less air, on breathable air planets and moons. So potentially that's there. Maybe. That's an interesting one. I don't know about the vision stabilization stuff. Looks a lot better in 3.0. The general movement, and aiming and everything.
Copy reference, and then we go.
The cargo system's
here.
ready for 3.0. The whole series of ships is not yet. My shadow glitching the green screen. Yeah, it is. Because the time of the day is changing. I'm going to go in a minute anyway, because I've got to cook for my family. Do you reckon we'll be able to fix suits on the fly for small damage? Yes. I do think there is going to be... Well, they're going to have suit punches, and I do think there will be suit repair kits, but it will take you time to repair them. So you might be running away from something, and you're like, oh shit, I need to stop for 30 seconds to fix my suit. Obviously, you need access to those suit repairs as well. The PP dance animation, I love it.
Oops. Wrong one.
I do not secretly have 3.0, unfortunately, no. I have access to the same things you do, except that I suppose I am in Ivocati. So, obviously, I can't talk about Ivocati content when it comes out. I can't talk about the thing, but I can probably say we have 3.0 Ivocati when we do. See what I mean? It'll be announced on Reddit and everywhere, probably. There'll be newsletter. Thank you very much, Captain Kim. Thank you for the host. I am going pretty soon, though. But Captain Kim is a great streamer as well. So is pretty much everyone that says to me, thank you. I appreciate... We've got a really fucking lovely community in Star Citizen, and I really appreciate my community as well a lot. Like, you guys have been super good to me. Thank you. I've actually given up caffeine. I say given up. I'm not drinking it on a daily basis. That said, I do have 1 cup of tea a day, but I used to have like 20.
Oh my gosh.
I'm doing that. I have 1 cup of tea in the morning now. And that's it. I'm interested to see how the flight mechanics have evolved in 3.0, any tweaks and stuff to that. I do think they need a little bit more work. Definitely planet and moon side, they need a bit of work. I want weight to the ships. A bit more weight. I want a ship when it flies over it, gets punished for it. When it gets hit by something, it gets punished for it. I mean, that's what should be one of the things that makes ground combat quite dangerous to ships, is that if you get hit by a missile, that can just, it might not destroy your ship, because of your shields, but it might knock you in such a way that you just crash. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the, they were talking about aliens and stuff at DragonCon as well. I think it was DragonCon, it might have been on the happy hour. And they said some aliens will need different atmospheres. You might need containment for them. That implies you'll be able to capture little alien creatures, maybe. And your alien ships might not necessarily have the same atmospheres that we can breathe. Something to consider. It's cool ideas for gameplay. Oh. I think salvaging and mining is very similar, and I think you probably get salvaging. You could like feel like a treasure hunter, whereas mining, prospector. It depends what you like more. I think a lot of people are going to go towards salvaging rather than mining, but mining's old faithful. I'm going to be doing both, but the Reclaimer is my favorite ship, so it'll be treasure hunting.
Yeah, his Reclaimer is his favorite ship for like now. You know, pretty sure when the Game Changer comes out, man, which I don't even know, but oh man, there's too many ships coming out that I can't buy.
I'm gonna go in a second. Is there any other quick questions I can answer? The whole sea will be the best smuggling ship, I think. That said, I don't really know. I'm not sure how the smuggling mechanics are going to work, shielding stuff. Do I think the multi-tool will be in 3.0? No, I don't think so. They would have said. We'll get it with repair whenever repair comes out, hand welding repair. We're about to replace components pretty soon. There is a character editor, I believe, on the Moby-Glass in 3.0, so you can edit your character. So you can look a bit different. I speak with a more cheeky accent. What do you mean, Gov? What do you want from me? My accent is not fake. It's how I talk. Fuck you.
Wow.
I got a couple of mods. I'll get some more mods in. There was obviously a lot of people watching today, and those streams are getting a lot bigger. Once it gets like over 600-700, it's going to be unmanageable. And I suppose the mods can feed me questions as well. There's like I have a second screen over here just with questions that they vetted. Okay, yeah, I'll think of something. A couple of people have offered.
How come that video over here, or am I pointing in the wrong direction? Yeah, the video over here is not working too well. I don't know what happened to that one.
The must fix are specific to the Evocati release. Specifically must fix issues before the Evocati can get 3.0.
Apparently, it turned off or something.
They've got all the criticals and the major ones. They could release it potentially to the Evocati, but we'll have to wait and see.
There it is.
On that page,
back
you can
on
find
now.
all the latest data, 3.0 and beyond on there. The only stuff that we have access to. Right. I think that Disco might have been misspeaking. Like, okay, so with this, Disco basically said, as far as I was aware, he said that the dates of these here can
see, now it works.
Potentially they can start anywhere within these like time slots to actually start them. But I do think this is just a rough schedule. I don't think this means that spawn models are going to start just anywhere between here. I think this is how long they think it's going to take, and this is when they plan to start it. I think this going to spec, but I don't know. That's me.
I'm probably gonna head out
claiming that
right after he heads out, guys.
A bit cross-wired.
Yeah, it's already more than 20 minutes now.
There's going to be breaching in 3.0. I don't know.
I think so. I think they said that they will be breaching.
If it's going to be hacking doors, if it's going to be welding through doors, I don't know. Potentially, we might have the multi-tool for welding through doors, I suppose. 3.0. I'm not sure how that breaching is going to. Right. If you want to ask any more questions, you can drop it in the comments below. Because I'm going to stop in a second. We've also got the Reddit. We've got my Reddit. We've got my Discord. You can go in there. You can ask questions. I'm going to be interactive with the community. Oh. That's no good for Port Olisar. Wow. Yeah. Wow. I think you're a noob. Isn't Twitch autographs? What was I saying? I went off tangent. Oh, yeah. So check out my Reddit. That's not my Reddit. Someone else's Reddit. Where's my Reddit? Here's my Reddit. Join that. Ask questions. Or go on the Discord and ask questions as well. You know, it's all good. Thank you very much for watching, guys. We're gonna go host someone else because we love them. Or maybe we don't. I don't know who we're gonna host yet. Twitch. Can host me apparently. 3.0 is coming this year. I can say that with certainty.
3.0 is coming this year. I can say that with certainty. Well, I guess that was
a defensive answer. Maybe.
Let me turn this off here. That's just the best we can do for right now.
Well, we should go and host Saurus. Give Saurus some love. Thanks very much, guys. I appreciate the love. I will go and host this man in a second. I am planning to stream more often. I might stream again later tonight some VR games. I'll get some news extra up because people were curious about Cloud Imperium Rights as a company that started, which looks to be a little company that CIG have started that looks after their patents and something like that. I don't really know what it fucking does. It's not really important. I was going to do some research into it. I'm assuming it looks after their game IPs and stuff like that, so that they can use that to license out stuff for engines and use it to fight legal battles if they wanted to and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm going to do some research. We get some news extra either later today or tomorrow.
Pretty cool.
Get some VR games later today. Serious Sam or Bridge Crew or something with the other guys that I play with, the idiots. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I fucking love you guys. You're the best. It's not night time. It's dinner time.
I need to eat too. I'm freaking hungry.
And yeah, legends. Thank you. Love you guys. You're the best. Woo! Woo! Woo!
This guy is awesome.
Thanks for watching.
Oh my gosh, he brought out the
Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.
Was it ukulele?
God. Peace out if you're not.
All right, guys. I'm going to be heading out too. Let me go switch to. So I'm going to be heading out too, guys. I really want to say thanks for watching the stream here. I was only supposed to stream for about 20 minutes. I got to ease back into streaming because each time I get into it, I need to do it for me. Other than that, I hope you guys had a good time. We kind of chipped in on what his thoughts were on the last ATV, and so hope you guys enjoyed that. And yeah, if you guys like what you guys saw, please go ahead and like, comment, and definitely follow. It really means a lot, guys. And stay tuned for hopefully the next one. All right, I will catch you guys later, and I'm out. I'm not gonna go and get my guitar. No, I'm not gonna do that. All right, later, guys.